Oh, yeah. I was looking for this. Stand.
Quite good. Got the back there. Okay, welcome back to the first game, the quarterfinal game of the Clark's Pump and Shot Girls Sweet 16 basketball. Today we have with us the GRC Lady Cards, Coach Robbie Graham, student athletes Kennedy Stamper, T. Yeast, and Kylie Chestnut. Coach, comments on that game?
First and foremost, hats off to North Laurel. Coach Eddie and I are good friends. We've developed friendship over the years. And these kids always play hard. They always compete. We knew it was going to be a tough game. You know, Brooke Nicholson, she's a heck of a player. Murray State is getting a steal, in my opinion. She has a 3-level score, very athletic, good player. It was a tough, grind-out game. You know, we didn't have our best at times throughout the course of the game, but we stayed together, played together, and fought through some adversity and kept our poise and composure.
Question.
Kylie and T, you know, close game there in the second half, coming down to the wire at different times. You both drove to the basket and score. Can you talk about those plays a little bit?
Okay, sorry. The one that I had took, I was coming off the screen, and I was reading the defense. If she would have helped over there, I was going to kick it. But since she didn't, I just took the layup.
I mean, we prepared for moments like this, so we just stayed calm, stayed aggressive, and just did what we do. So being aggressive and attacking the rim right there was just, we needed some points on the board, so.
Question right here.
Robbie, you're up one there and took that timeout in the last minute. I mean, did you want to attack in that situation, or you content and just kind of let them foul you and talk about Tay's confidence to take it the whole day?
Yeah, so we're always going to be aggressive. You know, we're going to take what the defense gives us, and I feel confident in our players attacking the basket. So, you know, we're at that moment, it wasn't a set this or that. It was just, you know, we're going to play basketball. If the opportunity presents itself, we're going to take advantage of it. But I trust them in those situations to make plays.
This is for coaching Kennedy Stamper. I saw Kennedy, you know, going after a loose ball. She dove over the table and through the cheerleaders. Talk about, I guess, how hard your team has played so far, and you know how you're going to keep them playing hard when they have one, maybe two more games left in 3 days.
So how we're going to keep them playing hard is a big trophy that these teams are chasing. That's how you keep playing hard. Because if you can't play hard in these moments, probably shouldn't be here, right? So that's the reason we're here. It's the reason we'll keep playing hard. And you know, the effort, you know, it's all out. You know, there's no tomorrow. You know, this is do or die. So you got to give it all you got. You're diving on the floor, loose balls. You know, diving over tables in the stands. You know, whatever we got to do.
Coach, T, I think it doesn't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but she had some really, really big defensive plays. Can you talk about just, I guess, your confidence putting her in such a big defensive assignment?
Well, you know, Brooke is a really good player, and she started out, I think she had her first 9 or 11 maybe, or 11 out of their 17 half or whatever. So, you know, we weren't going to shut her out. We knew that. But we didn't want her to have, she's averaging right around 23, 24 game. We didn't want her to have that 35-point night where she inspires others to play well. You know, that happens. Your great player plays well, and then others feed into that, and they start playing well. So you want to keep her around her average and kind of, you know, not give her anything, make her earn everything. And I think she got a little fatigued there late in the game because we hounded her pretty hard, you know, throughout the course of the game. And some of the shots start falling. You know, she wasn't as fresh as she was in you know, the start of the game. So we want to really chase her, and put the pressure on her for 32 minutes.
Coach, Kanaya Jones doesn't always get talked about as much as some of the other players, but 4 points right off the bat in the third quarter, a couple steals. Can you talk about her?
Yeah, it's, you know, first of all, it's a miracle and a blessing that she's even in uniform and able to run up and down the court. You know, she's been through so much, you know, physically, you know, health-wise, you know, and through the grace of God, she's able to come out here and run and play. And, you know, we've got her sub her, get her out, because sometimes she gets fatigued or, you know, things, you know, hurt or whatever. But she gives us everything she got. You know, it's her senior year, and she's laying it all on the line like all these girls are. Very important piece of the puzzle. You know, leadership. She's our vocal leader, one of our local leaders, and she's, you know, just laying it on the line, just leaving it out there.
Looking at the stat sheet, your scoring across multiple girls on your team is pretty even. 2 with 10, followed by 9, 8, 6, and 7. How do you get that offensive production from, your starting 5 and then a couple coming off the bench?
Well, we're such an unselfish group. Sometimes to a fault. Sometimes they'll have a wide open shot and they don't shoot it, trying to make a pass to the teammate. But it's all about, we say this a lot, it's all about the front of the jersey. We don't have names on the back like, college and professional teams do. But if we did, it's all about the front, not what's on the back. So, we're going to stay together, play together. It's for each other, help each other.
Coach, a few minutes left in the third quarter. I think you had 4 players from the bench playing in the, what was a 5 or 6 point game. Can you just talk about their play this year?
Well, we have 120 plus practices. Everybody is involved in our practice sessions. Everybody knows what we're doing. Everybody knows our assignments. Everybody knows our scouting report. And, you just never know. We needed to, give them a little bit of boost. And I think the bench came in and gave us some productive minutes. And, your number can be called. Thank God it wasn't injury this time, but it could be injury, it could be foul trouble, it could be just a moment in a game where we need a different situation to go in and help us off the bench. So, everybody's got to be ready. I have a good friend of mine. He always says, if you're ready, you don't have to get ready. Stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Kennedy, you all scored this last 7 points in the game. Is there a sense, like at the end of the game, the tight game withdrawals experience, that do you all have sort of a feeling that we are going to pull this out, given your experience?
Yeah, especially going into a tight game at the end of a tight quarter at the end of a game. I mean, of course, I think we're going to pull it out. I mean, I got confidence in my team and our ability to pull through. So yeah, I think we just fought through. I think we played well. I mean, we were able to get a few baskets at the end that kind of pushed us over. So that was good. I think we played well, and I'm proud of my team.
Coach, I think you had a moment with Kennedy when she made a pass that was a little clever and more clever than it needed to be, and took her out there. But she made some big buckets today. What can you say about it?
Well, I wouldn't have another point guard anywhere, anytime. Love this kiddo to death. You're talking about a 4-year starter. She's been starting for me since 7th grade. And she has big goals for our team. She has big goals for herself. And I coach her hard. I love her with all my heart, but I do coach her hard. And there's some times where we just got to keep things a little more simple than we do. And we talked about that. But I know she's a warrior. She's going to respond. I'm going to get after her. We're going to talk about it, and then I'm going to put her back in the game, and she always responds. She's tougher than nails. I wouldn't trade her for any guard in the country.
And on that note, guys, we're going to let these players get back. It's real. Welcome to the semifinals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Final 4, baby.
Okay, I thought they was going to let you go.
Just saying it.